Welcome back, World Wide Web. Welcome to Hangin' With. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, we'd appreciate it if you go on down here and hit subscribe for us. Maybe even go on down and hit the donate button for us and help us keep the show on the road. If this is your first time, thanks for hanging with us. We are hanging at the I Love Books multi-genre book signing hosted by the Florida Rotary Association, and we are lucky enough to be hanging with Coad Taylor, the suspense romance author of The Rainbow Murders, which I understand are inspired by a true story.
Yes, it is inspired. That means it's just a seed of it, and the whole story is fictional. Authors love the what if.
Absolute favorite writer question. What if, right? So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to write this story.
Okay, the murders were in Tampa, Florida. I moved my bodies to Ybor City because it's spicier there.
A little spicier,
yeah.
Okay.
And it hit the news in 2003. All over the news, they kept saying the gay killings. And like that made a difference. And it bothered me. So I thought, okay, let's take that concept, have a serial killer targeting the gay community, and then he goes over the line and he is attracted to the protagonist, Amber, who is straight, but she has lots of gay friends. And so he wants to save her, and he starts stalking her and telling her she needs to repent.
Oh, wow.
And he does go over the line, and he starts killing some straight people too, because they just aren't good enough.
I get it. Now, what has reader response been like for this? It's a very timely subject.
It's very good. It's a subject that some people are afraid to go toward.
It is. It's very timely, but it's also a very sensitive subject. It's hard sometimes for people to confront prejudices that are so ingrained.
Right.
And you've been able to do that, and I think what's an entertaining way, but it's also a very challenging way. I mean, this guy went so far as murder. So
how I did it was it's a hybrid. So I throw in the romance of Amber and this Mr. Wright. And then the stalking comes, and she starts working with the police, and should she, and who should she trust, and she's worried about her friends, and the murders keep going on, and so it breaks that tension with some of the love story.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's an awesome gift to have. Are there any writers, anybody out there that inspires you, where you draw a style or anything like that?
Yeah, I like them all. Tammy Hogue, I love Dennis Lehane. He writes on the darker side, though he's starting to get a little lighter now that he's a dad. But what I like to read and what I write are a blend of many authors, and I don't just write dark.
What's on the nightstand right now? What are you reading right now?
A Tammy Hogue. Oh gosh, I forget the title. But she connects with the characters, and that's what I do. I connect with the characters. When you say mystery, people are afraid that it's a whodunit and a piece together, and this particular one is more thriller based. You know right away the preacher is the bad guy.
And so you're connecting each character.
I connect with the character. Thank you for keeping me on track.
Oh, not a problem. No, it is. When a story is character driven like that,
exactly.
The whodunit isn't so much important.
Right.
It's the why and the understanding of the human condition that is. And when you're confronting deep-seated prejudices, that's a very big part of it. So you have to connect with that character, because nobody wants to just be a big baddie that everybody thinks is a big baddie.
Yeah, and you end up feeling sorry for the bad guy too, kind of like the Dexter series.
There you go.
You know, the Dexter,
Giving
you
that
feel
human
sorry
dimension.
for him.
Yeah, it really is important. Well, we want your readers to get to know you a little bit, so we're going to take a peek inside your head.
Okay.
Okay, so you're stranded on a desert island. You can only take one thing with you. What's it going to be?
Well, that would be a problem because it would probably be a book, and I wouldn't know which one because I've got hundreds of books at home that I've read and I won't get let go.
Yeah, there's just so many books on the I'm going to read this again, and then of course we come to these great events and there gets to be so many more books on I'm going to read that later list. So that's kind of hard. So, what's your favorite fictional bad guy?
Dexter.
Dexter. Wow. That's right. You know, we love Dexter because he really is in mainstream. Now, in literature, it's been happening for a while, but in the mainstream, Dexter was really the first good guy, bad guy.
Robin Hood was good guy. Yeah.
Well,
he was a criminal.
Robin Hood, as a historical figure, though, was labeled a bad guy because he was a good guy.
But he stole. Dexter kills, but only bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, Dexter takes it to the kind of another level of, you know, he is what we've all thought of as evil for decades, and yet he only goes after the bad guys. He has a code, and that's a very unique way to approach, you know, the subject matter in the first place, and to approach, again, that human condition, too. So that's a great choice. Do you have any ongoing projects right now that you're working on?
Absolutely. The second one in this is called Saffron's Place.
Okay.
And then the third, I've got a third book coming up. It's not titled, but each one has new characters. And I also have another series. This is the Amber series. Okay. I have a series, Haven Ridge series, which is a little lighter, more of a Lifetime movie in a book because it has bonding and friendship and everything that is normal.
Little less serial killer, a little more.
But suspense and mystery.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, they show me the card here that says we have to wrap it up really quick, but thanks for hanging with us. We really appreciate it. As we wrap up, we say a special thanks to our friends over at Books, Chocolate, and Wine, the Florida Book News, Something Unique Magazine, Wordfire Press, Authors for Authors, our new friends here at the Florida Writers Association. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Chris Coad Taylor. Look down in the description for the links so you can find out where to find Chris's book, The Rainbow Murders. Again, it's inspired by a true story, but it really is a look at these characters in depth, looking at the good guys, the bad guys, the good, bads, and the uglies of what we have going on in the world today. And thanks, Chris, so much for sharing it with us. It'll be down in the description, folks, so find it. Remember, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.